Hello everybody and welcome. The turn of the year in game not only brought a transfer window where we've really got no money to buy anybody, but also it's brought a little bit of a wobble in our form that was so good. The question is, can we put it right today? Having said that, it's going to be tough because we face the team who are currently running away with the league. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 48 of To Be a Legend FM 26 style. We started the series managing Radcliffe and then having got them to the Football League, we were poached by Bolton to save them from relegation in League One. And this is our story. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, we have two games for you as usual. It's match days 31 and match day 32 in League One. Huddersfield at home, top of the table currently, about 7 points clear, I think they are, something like that. We'll check in a minute. And then we face Milton Keynes Dons away at the Stadium MK. So at home first, away second, and we've been tweaking around with the formation and all the rest of it, and we'll see, because we need to really combat ourselves against Huddersfield today. One other thing that we did say that we would do, we got to the turn of the year and we didn't do it. We did say that we'd have a look, see how Radcliffe was getting on, so we will do that in due course. But first up, we need to go back a little bit, because last time out we lost in the Emirates FA Cup third round on penalties to Colchester, and then we drew 1-1 with Bolton Albion, struggling like anything, despite having lots of shots on goal. Just can't seem to put them away. Since then, we've had a bore draw against Blackpool. Once again, 17 shots, 5 on target. Blackpool had 2 shots, nothing on target. We still couldn't put it away. That has been our downfall, certainly, is not putting away our chances when they have come along. And that's what we need to start to do if we are to achieve what we're setting out to achieve. We've done the double over Leyton Orient, as you remember early in the season, a 2-1 win away at their place. We beat them 2-0 at our place. At last, we're scoring goals. Goals from McAtee and Morley, not from where you expect them to, but then Dolby has been injured, or picked up an injury in this game. He was off on 45 minutes and replaced by Ete, but he couldn't add to the scoring. But Walsh was in good form. Again, 25 shots, 10 on target, producing the opportunities, not putting them away, 1.99 on the XG. But that was a win, the first win in 5 games. 4 games, because we beat Swansea, but that form through January has not been good. Let's have a good end to January if we can. How does that leave us in the table? Huddersfield are still top, as we said. They are 8 points clear. I've miscalculated. 8 points clear. Preston in second place. They are the two automatic places. Doncaster are third on 53. Watford are fourth on 50. Burton Albion are fifth on 49, and we are now in the playoff places once again, sixth on 48. Our form isn't that bad. We've got no little red squares at the moment. We don't want to add to that today. Let's put the mockers on it. Barnsley are below us, 2 points below us in 7th. Wickham are 3 points below us in 8th place, and then come a couple of teams on 44 at the other end of the table. Wigan standing on the trapdoor, 2 points clear of Crewe, who are 21st on 31 points. Blackpool, who we couldn't beat, even though they are in the relegation zone, on 25 points. Then Stevenage on 23. Swindon Town, bottom on 15 points. All right, let's get on with today's match then. Huddersfield, our first opponents of the episode. Previous history against them, we've played them 6 times. We've beaten them once, drawn with them 5 times. So we've never lost to them. apart from the tough sheet, no, not the tough sheet, the EFL trophy, when we lost on penalties to them, 2-2 on that occasion. That was earlier in the season, and then right before that, earlier in the season, it was a 0-0 draw. So a draw seems to be the likely outcome, but we have managed to get one win against them at the Aku Stadium back in 2025. A player by the name of Force scored for us after 2 minutes, and that was enough to give us the win. But today we want to try and get a result. And here is the team that faces Huddersfield in this League One match day 31. It's Booth in goal, Johnson, Farino and Lockyer as our defensive liners. We play a flat back three in this one. I like the lines though. Scanlon and Friel play as the wing backs. Friel, of course, in for Cogley, who is still out injured. We are looking to bring another wing back, right wing back, in, possibly on loan. That in due course, hopefully. Ehon and Simons play as the defensive midfielder. Walsh plays as the number 10 behind Dolby and Cisse up front. That's the in possession. Out of possession, as you'll see, Simon stays as the defensive midfielder. Ehon and Walsh play as central midfielders. Scanlon and Friel drop back as fullbacks. Dalby and Cisse continue in attack, but of course we got no wide players in this formation. The bench then looks like this. It's Broom, Lewis, Taylor, McAtee, Gale, Morley, and coming back from injury, Swan. And here we are back at the Tough Sheet Stadium playing this formation. It's a sort of 3-4-1-2, really. They're playing a conventional 4-2-3-1 today, making two changes from the side that beat Preston 2-1 in their last home game. And they are top of the table on 65 points. Huddersfield playing in an all-green kit today. And it's Cisse getting us underway for this one. Friel, Simons out to Friel. And our first highlight comes just after the half-hour mark. Friel, Simons, Lockyer. Back to Farino. Johnson comes forward. Scanlon into the area. Walsh plays it into Dolby. Dolby didn't want to do anything with it. A shot away by Cisse, goes for a corner. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this first half, we've had the better of the half. Again, not done anything with our chances. Walsh giving the ball away there, though. Watmore, Carter, Curtis, and they swing this out wide. But Lockyer is underneath it. Cisse to Walsh. Walsh is giving it away again. What is the matter with him? Shot from distance. It's over the top, though, and Booth happy to see it go over the top. 1 minute added on at the end of this first half. It's all square. They've had 56% of the possession. We've had 7 shots, 2 on target. They've had 4 shots, 1 on target. Our XG's 0.57 against their 0.33. We're not going to get many opportunities, but when we do, we need to be putting them away. And they get the second half underway. And we're looking for that goal. Owen on the ball. McGain. Bashir cut out. And that one goes hurtling forward. We have got a slightly more attacking version of this formation if we wish to deploy it. Albeit we have gone attacking now. They're in the area. That one over the top. Cisse on the ball. Erhon goes out wide to Scanlon. Scanlon puts it in space for Dalby. Dalby pulls back Scanlon. Scanlon now. Erhon. I thought he was going to have a shot then. Johnson back to Scanlon. Erhon. Scanlon into the area. Pulls it back. Cisse. And Scanlon scores. It was well worked. hard work by Scanlon down that left side, and we've got in front. Goalkeeper thought he was going to put that away. Cisse didn't, but by the time he got off the floor, Scanlon had put it past him, and it's 1-0. As we enter the last 5 minutes of this second half, we're looking down the barrel of a win. Walsh, Morley, another goal now would finish it off, and that's given away. Danger ensues, but Farino's there to tidy up. Lewis, who's come on for Scanlon. Morley finds Johnson, out to Lewis. Johnson, who's had a good game. Lewis, cross out in the area, and Hayden Carter, it come off him. We have scored a second goal, and I think we have secured a win. I think we can go back down to positive. I'm not sure whether this tactics works on a positive vein, but I think we can. Jamal Lewis crossed into the area, come off of Carter, and it's 2-0, and we may well be beating top of the table Huddersfield. And as we enter the injury time, 5 minutes added on. And it's all been pretty square, even Stevens, and we're going to see this game out for a win. And Huddersfield not had a look in, and it's a win, a very good win. 52% of the possession, 9 shots, 3 on target. They've had 9 shots, 3 on target. Our XG slightly better than theirs, and as you'll see, we pretty much dominated that second half, which gave us the win and has seen us climb the table. And so to the day's results, and as we stand, Barnsley beating Wycombe 3-1. We beat Huddersfield by 2-0. Burton Albion beating Wigan 2-1. Colchester beating Blackpool by 1-0. Crewe beating Leyton Orient by 1-0. Doncaster beating Stevenage 2-0. Mansfield beating Lincoln City 4-2. Preston losing to Watford by 1-0. Reading losing to our next opponents, Milton Keynes Dons 3-2. Cambridge United losing to Rotherham 4-3. Stockport beating Chesterfield by 1-0. And Swindon losing once again 3-0 this time to Swansea, which means the table looks like this. And I thought we would have moved up the table. We haven't done so, which is a bit of a worry. Huddersfield top on 65. Lost, of course. Only lost for the 4th time this season. They've lost to Colchester, Chesterfield, Watford and ourselves. They remain 8 points clear of Preston in second, who also lost today. Doncaster move within a point of Preston on 56. Watford then move up to 4th place on 53. Burton Albion, who also won today, they are a point in front of us on 52 points. And we are in the last playoff place on 51 points. 2 points clear of Barnsley, who are in 7th on 49. And then some 5 points clear of Swansea in 8th place on 46 at the other end of the table. Immediately in the drop zone, Leyton Orient standing on the trapdoor along with Crewe on 34 points. Wigan are in the drop zone on 33, and then come Blackpool, Stevenage, and of course Swindon Town, who remain on the bottom of the table and are now some 8 points adrift. Need to pick up very, very quickly. Right, that's brought you pretty much up to date. We will do all the business. It's 4 days down to the game against Milton Keynes Dons. We'll come back just ahead of that with news on match day. Well, you come back ahead of the game against Milton Keynes Dons. There has been games played on Tuesday night. Blackpool beating Burton Albion by 2-1. Huddersfield back to winning ways against Reading 3-2. Stockport County beating Swansea 3-0. Watford drawing 2-2 with Crewe, and Barnsley beating Wigan by 2-0. Leaves the table looking like this going into today's games. Huddersfield open a 11-point gap now over Preston in second place. Preston just under pressure, a point between them and Doncaster. Watford have played a game more than everybody else, are on 54 points. Barnsley are 5th on 52. Burton Albion 6th, also on 52, separated by goal difference. We've dropped out of the top 6 for the moment. We have a game in hand. We are in 7th place on 51 points. If we were to win against Milton Keynes Dons, we would have 54 points. A superior goal difference would take us up to 4th place, ahead of Watford on goal difference, and just some 12 points off of the leaders Huddersfield, and 3 points, no, this is good, 3 points away from an automatic promotion place. And earlier in the season when we took over, you wouldn't really have expected that. I have one other bit of news for you. Transfer activity. No, didn't want to do that. Transfer history, that's what we want. We have an incoming, as promised. We have brought in a wing back on loan from Crystal Palace. It's Rio Cardenas, who has come in. He's got the shirt number of 20, can play either on the left side or the right side, can even play in central defence. He is a excellent utility player. All right, things don't stack up completely. His physicals are good, his mentals are building, and his technicals need a little bit of work. Hopefully he will do the business, but it does give us a little bit more scope, hopefully until Cogley comes back. I think Cogley will still be the main man, but hopefully Cardenas can add something in the right back position there, and he's comes from Trinidad and Tobago. So Cardenas is in from Crystal Palace until the end of the season. He's got loads of potential ability, so we'll see how he does. I'm not sure whether he's up for grabs. We'll have a closer look at it at some other point. Right, without any more to do, let's get down to the game against Milton Keynes Dons. We have played them 3 times. We haven't, but they've been played 3 times. Bolton have won twice, drawn the other one. Last time out, earlier in the season, it was a 1-1 draw. McAtee on 60 minutes. Scully getting an equaliser on 87. Last time at the Stadium MK, we beat them by 3-0. Dolby, Ete and Morley, the scorers on that occasion, and a 2-0 win at the Tough Sheet last season, with Kerry and Gale getting the goals. We've never lost to them. Let's hope that today isn't the first time. And here we are for this game against Milton Keynes Dons. It's match day 32 in League One, and the team is a familiar team, albeit we've just changed around a little bit. Booth is in goal. It's Taylor coming in for Johnson, Farino and Lockyer making up the rest of the defensive line. Lewis is in for Scanlon on the left. Cardenas makes his debut on the right. Erhon and Simons as the defensive midfielders between them. Mather today is leading the attack in the number 10 slot. And then it's Dolby and Cisse who are in front of him. And the bench then looks like this. It's Broom, Scanlon, Johnson, Friel, Gale, Walsh, Etete making up the bench. And here we are at the MK Dons and the MK Stadium. And they're playing a 4-2-3-1 today. One change from the side that beat Reading 3-2 in their last away game. They are 18th on 36 points as it currently stands. As the teams come onto the pitch, today we are playing in our second kit by the looks of it. Blue tops and blue shorts. They're playing in all white. And we get the game underway. Out to Jamal Lewis, Erhon, Cessignon into the area. They're looking for a way through. Shot's going to come in a minute. I feel sure of it. And that was cut out by Cardenas. But only as far as Cessignon. Cessignon trying to get away. Cisse gets Dolby away. Dolby was on target. And the goalkeeper, Okonkwo, had to get rid of that. That was going in top corner. Booth with a free kick to Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis goes round his man. He's going down this wing. He's cut inside now. A bit of support from Mather. Mather was a poor ball, really. Cut out by Lockyer. Simons. Oh, for goodness sake. And Okonkwo, who had to put it wide again. They have a corner swung in, headed away. And it was decisively headed away. But they have control of the ball. Collar. And he's round his man, crosses in, and they've scored. Elliot Wheeler, and we didn't cut him out. And despite a flat back three, we do still struggle. This ball crossed in. And was that Cardenas? Can't see. Well, once again, 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Time is running out. And I have to say, we've missed chances again. We've not been productive, not put our chances away. Cardenas heads it back into the area. But it was a poor header, really. I guess all he could do. It's half-time, and we're a goal behind at half-time. Need to give the team a bit of a stiff talking to. 43% of the possession, 9 shots, 4 on target. They've had 7 shots, 5 on target. Their XG's been better than ours. Yeah, we need to be better in the second half. And Collins gets us underway for the second half. An all-round poor performance in that first half. Chances came. We didn't take them. And we've paid the price for it. Need to put our chances away. The highlight is going to continue. And let's hope it's not going to put us too behind. If we're too behind, we could be struggling. We might need to go back to our usual formation and have a jiggle around of players. And it is a second goal. Well. Elliot Wheeler, the scorer again. And we didn't learn our lesson the first time. It's Cardenas really not doing the business out here. He's pushed him off, and there's a wide open gap there. And he's put it past Booth. Taylor comes forward and gives the ball away. Dear. Lockyer heads it back into midfield, but again, giving away possession. A third goal would kill us off, and it'd be a poor result after doing what we did against Huddersfield, and they're in, and they've scored. Gilby makes it 3-0. Well, I really don't know what to make of this side. They are so good at times, yet here we are. We should be beating this side. And, well. As we enter the last 5 minutes. 5 minutes added on at the end of this game. And it's going to be a loss. We're not coming back from this. And, well, very disappointing. It's all over. It's a 3-0 loss. And despite 17 shots, we've not added any more shots on target in that second half. And that is our downfall. Cisse having an absolute howler, and actually nobody else getting above a 6.5. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. And our chance to go fourth has gone straight out of the window. And I'm cross. And you come back and join me for today's results. Lincoln City beating Leyton Orient 3-0. We were 3-0 loss to Milton Keynes Dons. I just want to forget it and move on. Preston have won against Stevenage 2-0. And Rotherham drawing 3-3 with Wickham at the end of the episode then. Doncaster still have a game in hand, I noticed. They've got to play Colchester or Mansfield or Swindon Town, one of those. But the table looks like this. Huddersfield are 8 points clear of second place Preston. Doncaster, with a game in hand, are at the moment 4 points adrift. Could only be a point adrift of Preston if they win their game in hand. Watford are 4th on 54. Barnsley 5th on 52. Burton Albion are 6th, also on 52. And by virtue of our loss, the first one for a while, but it was an opportunity to go 4th and we've missed it. And hopefully that isn't going to be something that's going to bite us in the bottom. Not a good day at the office. Did say we'd have a quick look, and we will do right now, at how Radcliffe are doing. So if we go into League One and drop down to League Two, this is the table as it stands. Radcliffe are in 6th place on 50 points. They've had a couple of losses there. Their recent form is wins against Crawley Town, Southend and Bromley. Lost to Peterborough and Port Vale. But they're in reasonable good fettle after we left them. They haven't fallen away. They're still in the mix for a chance to get promoted to League One. And maybe, who knows, if we don't manage to get into the playoffs or get promoted, then we could be playing them next season. That could be a rather interesting contest, if I say so myself. We're going to play Chesterfield offline. We're going to come back then at the end of the transfer window. We're going to play Stevenage and Reading in League One as we look to see if we can get back to winning ways. And I hope you will be able to join me for that. But having said all of that, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend and our other series, of course. The Rothusen Redemption, as they are released. New episodes To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday. 4:15 p.m. is the usual time. Best way of keeping up to date what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Well, it's been a bit of a mediocre episode. Beat Huddersfield. We were all very high and all the rest of it came crashing back down to earth. But thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 49. It's out on Monday. If you're not watching my other series, question is why not? But if you're not, hope to see you on Monday. Till then, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.